What's up, everybody? So this is really interesting. As I make this video, I'm right in the middle of a free training series I'm doing on how to build your psychotherapy practice. And if you haven't done so already, you can still get in on that training, at least as of the time I'm doing this live video. Just go to buildyourcashbasedtherapypractice.com. And it's a video series, so we're right in the middle of it, and today I just did the second video in the series, and there was something that I couldn't fit into it. I have to make these videos short enough that they're consumable, and there's a really important message that didn't make it into the video, so I thought I'd make this do this live kind of streaming to talk about it. So one of the big questions that people ask when it comes to building a therapy practice is, should I be a generalist or should I specialize? So let me explain kind of the way that we should be thinking about this. So when I opened my practice, I had that same question. I wasn't sure if I should be a generalist or if I should specialize. And one of the big fears is if I specialize, I will eliminate people, as opposed to if I'm a specialist, I will just be drawing in one particular person. And I had that fear, like if I specialize, then there's all these masses of people that I won't be getting to come into my office. So I had this urge to be a generalist. And you can, I can understand that dilemma. Most people can understand that dilemma. So it's a hard kind of world to navigate. But I decided to be a specialist, and now in the field of marketing, like we know, being a specialist when you're marketing a practice is actually more beneficial, and let me explain to you why. So imagine that, and I was talking to a member of my staff today who just had a new baby, right? So let's say, and this woman loves her son more than she's ever loved anything in the world. Her son is about 6 months old, but let's say that the son, it's 6 years in the future, and the son is 6 years old, and my staff member, my friend, is being told that her son is becoming aggressive in, kindergarten, first grade, and is punching and kicking students, and for the third time, the son may be kicked out of another daycare, and you have to bring him into therapy in order for him to stay in daycare. So here she is, she loves this son more than anybody. When she goes home, would she be, and she starts looking for a therapist, if she finds a therapist who says, I work with a variety of clients and I have these 1,000 specialties and I do these 1,000 things, versus if she found another therapist who completely devoted him or herself, completely obsessed about the behavior and conduct of 6-year-old kids, which one do you think would be more likely to elicit a phone call from my friend and schedule a client? And we were having that conversation, and she was, oh my gosh, hands down, I would schedule with the person who was completely dedicated and devoted to my scenario. And that's why it's much better to be a specialist, because you're more likely to draw a passionate audience of people looking to follow you. And when you do that, you should have 2 to 3 specialties listed on your website, and then messages that you send out via those specialties. So I hope that people want to understand, if you're looking to build a therapy practice, if you're looking to kind of launch your practice and get positive results, having a specialty, either a specialty related to problem, like self-injury, depression, trauma. One of my friends specializes in postpartum depression. Or if you want to have a specialty that's related to your approach, like I specialize in using solution-focused brief therapy. Or if you want to specialize in a particular client population, like you want to specialize in a particular client population like couples, or adolescents, or family, but to have a specialty, because once you have a specialty, then you have the ability to start writing your web content that's specifically designed related to that specialty. And your website should have no more than 5. So the ideal number would be 3, and each of your specialties should have a landing page. Each of your landing page should have content specifically designed to people associated with your specialty area, and that is how you begin the process of marketing and building your practice and drawing people in to your practice. So I hope this video was helpful. I would have really liked to include that into the series that I'm doing, but you know, there's so much I wanted to get across in the video I recorded today that I just didn't have the time. I was afraid that when you're talking about marketing and building a cash-based practice, there's so much information that I'm trying to keep the videos short enough that they're consumable, and so obviously some things ended up on the cutting room floor, and this was one of them. But just make sure that if you're going to build a practice that you have a specialty or specialties, but you can't be a one-catch-all, because that doesn't really resonate. And marketing is about your relationship. It's about that ability to have your message resonate with a potential client so they become an actual client. So, and you can't do that from the perspective of a generalist because you're trying to catch everybody. You have to do it from the perspective of a specialist because you're targeting specifically a population group, and you can craft your marketing message towards that population group. And that's what happens that triggers people to contact you and become your clients. So I hope this video was helpful. Oh, come on, man. Thank you for saying such cool things. This is a new venture for me, and I'm having a ton of fun this week. Doing this. This has been an absolute blast. So the fact that you're loving it, man, I appreciate it. So thank you so much. And just like I'm trying to reach as many people as possible. So if you're out there, if you could give this video a thumbs up, give me a like, share this video with your colleagues and peers and things like that, and kind of help me get the message of this stuff out there. So many people have experienced trouble in their practice. And just like kind of the basics of running a practice, they didn't get right. And part of the reason we don't get it right is we don't study it in school. We don't, we just don't have time to do it. And as I've said so many times in so many of these videos, in school, like, you have to view the success of your private practice as a 3-pronged stool. And 2 of the prongs our graduate schools and our training institutes do a fantastic job of taking care of. That's your developing your skill set to be a counselor and helping you acquire the credential to become a helping professional. The third one is developing the ability to get your message out into the community that you do this work. And the example that I like to use is if you go to a culinary school and you learn to become a master chef, you do all of the work necessary to become a master chef. Your food is world-class, outstanding, phenomenal. It won't really matter if you can't figure out a way to get people to come and eat it. And I would say the same thing is true in any business, up to and including psychotherapy. You guys have gone to school to become master clinicians. You've developed a skill that is amazing. You have devoted yourself to helping people in their troubled times, helping their relationships, their families, their children. You have done something unbelievable. You've done it at a great expense and at great sacrifice. But if you can't figure out a way to have people come in and consume your service, then all of that stuff was for naught. And one of the coolest things, I figured out a way to get to go out into my community and have people come into my office, and most of the people who I know who had struggling practices hadn't sorted that out. So I just want to share that there are things we can do to make sure that people can come in and sample our services, and I want to help you guys do that. So I hope this video does that, and I hope this addresses that age-old question: should I be a generalist or a specialist? And stay tuned, because I'm going to have more videos coming out. And if you haven't signed up for the free series that's currently available, go to buildyourcashbasedtherapypractice.com. All you got to do is sign up with your name and email address. Video number 1 is already available. At the time I'm making this recording, video number 2 will be going out in just a couple hours, actually. And then the 3rd video in the series will be out as soon as we get that one ready. And this is a lot of fun. So thank you guys for following me. Don't forget, give me a like in this video if you liked it. Give me a share. if you would help me get the word out there, and I appreciate everybody, and good luck growing your practices, and I hope these videos and this information is helping you do just that. So thanks everybody, and I'll talk to you soon.